Welcome to this Martin Audio rigging tutorial for the TORUS constant curvature series. In this video, we're going to look at the flown landscape rigging procedures for the smallest member in our constant curvature range, TORUS T820. TORUS T820 constant curvature arrays are designed based on coverage requirements. Users can design systems and verify results using our proprietary display-free software. T8 can be deployed in vertical configurations of up to 6 cabinets. In this mode, the combined fixed angle of the cabinets becomes the vertical dispersion. T820 has a fixed vertical dispersion of 20 degrees per cabinet and a fixed horizontal dispersion of 100 degrees. Please check your display-free file for rigging and position information before deployment to ensure the array you intend to deploy is correct. The orientation of your system will determine how the first cabinet in the array connects to the grid. As a reference, the logo badge is located over the low frequency driver. Determine the orientation needed, allowing the HF horn to be positioned either left or right based on the coverage required. When the logo badge is to the left with the HF to the right, the pins from the first cabinet rotate up to the grid. The T8 grid allows the ability to fly the array from the front or rear rigging positions. The front position is used for most applications, however the rear positions can be used when an array has an excessive up tilt. Cabinets can be rotated and connected, allowing the high frequency horn to be placed on stage or off stage. When the logo badge is to the right with the HF to the left, the link arms will rotate down from the grid into the first cabinet. You can rotate the logo badge, ensuring it is orientated with the array correctly. Finally, to connect the grid to the rear position when the logo badge is on the right and the HF horn to the left, rotate the grid for 180 degrees, allowing the link arms to rotate down into the first cabinet. To deploy T820 from the rear grid positions in either horn configuration when compared to the individual front rigging position, you will need to rotate the T8 grid for 180 degrees to attach to the top of the first cabinet. It is easier to place cabinets on a surface to allow access to both the top and bottom of the cabinets when building the array. To connect T820 cabinets together vertically, place the cabinet so that the rubber skids fit into the cabinet underneath, building the array from the bottom cabinet up. Please ensure you connect one cabinet at a time to ensure personal safety when deploying. T820 has 2 captive magnetized rigging links on either side of the cabinet. To access, simply remove the rigging link from its stowed position. Rotate the rigging link arm into the adjacent cabinet on both sides. Connect rigging pins into position on both sides of the cabinet to ensure they are locked together before flying. The T8 grid has 2 rigging points on either side of the bar. Place the grid in the orientation you require onto the first cabinet in the array. Rotate the rigging link arms into the rigging positions as required, ensuring the rigging pin is connected securely. The T8 grid contains a number of single point connections throughout the spine of the grid. Your display-free project will show what pick hole is needed to achieve the correct array aim when used with a defined number of cabinets. Connect the shackle to the single point grid hole as determined in your display project file. If using a 2-point lift, connect shackles to the front and back hole positions of the grid. Connect the motor hooks to the rigging positions as required. Once the rigging points are connected to the grid, We can now fly our array to a working height and connect any additional cabinets as required. You may reach a point due to the combined curvature and weight of the cabinets above where it is safer to lift any additional cabinets up to the array to connect. Remove the rigging pin from its low position, rotating the rigging link arm ready to lift into the cabinet above on both sides. Lift the cabinet into position, connecting the rigging pins on both sides of the cabinet to ensure they are locked together. Please continue to connect all required cabinets together in the array. Once all cabinets are connected, we can now connect all cabling based on the box resolution required and define the amplifier circuit configurations. TORUS features a by-wire input configuration that uses both channels of the NL4 connection, offering the option of receiving signal from either pins +or -1 or +or -2, the 4-core speaker cable. This allows the user to send a single cable up to an array consisting of 2 individual circuits. The by-wire setting can be selected now, allowing for simplified wiring using a 4-core speaker cable. The box resolution is decided based on the DSP control required for the array. TORUS features grouped gain and EQ throughout an array preset, as well as a fixed FIR high shelf filter available on the inputs of all Icon DSP amplifiers via ViewNet control software. This can be used to increase or attenuate the high frequency output in an individual or group of cabinets from 2 kHz and up. A common example would be to increase the high frequency level in the top of the array to ensure HF coverage to the back of the space. Simultaneously, we may need to attenuate the bottom box in an array to ensure the level is not overbearing in the near field. Always remember that a separate DSP input is required for each circuit of an array where a high shelf change is required. T820 can be arrayed up to 6 cabinets in total using the T8 grid or the T8 pullback bar. Please ensure the array is cabled based on the box resolution chosen. To de-rig a TORUS array, it is simply the reverse from the procedure before. Lower the array to a working height. Whilst holding each box in the array, you can now remove the cabinet and store it in its flight case. Please continue disconnecting all other cabinets in the array. Disconnect grid from the array. And store the last cabinet in its flight case ready for transportation. Remove shackles from the rigging points. Store the grid away ready for transportation.